Hi, I am Tony True. I am the CEO and founder of Venetian Nail and Spa. I am here today again at the Venetian Salon in Midtown Miami. So we have a few new challenges and issues in the salon today. The salon been stopped for at least a week. The last time you were here, you saw the salon, we had everything framing up and then we're starting drywall. According to our schedule, we are supposed to be covering up with all the drywall, starting to do tiling. We stopped for almost 10 days now due to the fact that the mechanical was called for to build into the salon with all the exhaust system. The mechanical contractor pretty much changed the ductwork and the unit itself because of the limited space that we have.
Because some of the changes, more specifically, for example, the displacement of the large equipment to the wax room, and also the way that the equipment on the south feeds this area, given that there's almost no space. So ductwork needed to be modified to show that implies CFM, cubic feet, speed of the air, volume of the air. The engineer really has to come clean with that.
They built according to the plan, but it would not work.
The inspector has required that all access panels have such space that you're able to remove the equipment in case it needs to be repaired or replaced. It's not just access panel to service it. It's an access panel to get it out of there, because at some point that might be necessary. Otherwise, if that happens, you're gonna have to damage the entire ceiling that you have there.
So we got approved with the plan. The city inspector came in. They failed us due to the fact that we changed all the ductwork from some areas, some larger to smaller. The diffuser where the ACs, the new air is coming out, we changed that too. Some call for like one area for 6 diffuser. We took it out, we turned it into 4 diffuser because of the limited space on top. But we make it bigger. It still give out enough air in the return air into the unit.
This is one of the changes that we need to reflect on the plans. Am I correct? That's correct. That's correct. So it is not exactly as per plan, but because of the limited real estate, we had no choice but to do it that way. And he found it probably, he said, you're probably okay. You're probably completely acceptable, but I'm not the judge of that. He doesn't want to be the judge of that. He says he couldn't give us a final, an approved rough or final, because what if the engineer disagrees with what we did, then we have to remove drywall. So we really need to do it now. That's the unfortunate aspect. The inspector for electrical said, no problem, final revision. Plumbing, no problem, final revision, even though the ceilings are covered. The EC inspector is very meticulous and very strict, and he said, no way. Which is this other 5-ton equipment, we don't have to worry, because this is acoustic ceiling. So you'll be able
acoustic
to
ceiling.
Acoustic ceiling. When you have acoustic ceiling, in fact, this meeting would have been completely useless had the whole thing been acoustic ceiling. But this is a pretty locale with drywall ceilings. Yes. So because this is the workroom, kitchen, whatever it is, we put a acoustic ceiling as per plan, and because of that, accessibility is perfect. You can undo the wire straps for the acoustic ceiling and remove the equipment. Now, the biggest one that Paige advised me to please share with you is that this one, you can't have a drywall sheet this big. You can't. It's just absolutely uncomfortable, let alone unmanageable because of the weight and the frame that
we're gonna do.
We're gonna do a metal framing there with drywall, and inside acoustic ceiling with very higher end ceiling tile. So that when you are able to remove the equipment, you can get rid of the wires and the equipment can come down. If we don't do that, the inspector will not approve that. We need accessibility.
Then the inspector said that, okay, you change this, you need to have your engineer of the plan revise the whole plan. So that's why we had a hard time getting myself, the contractor, the superintendent, the mechanical engineer, and the main guy is the engineer. And now today we finally got everybody together to go over the plan to make sure that everything according to plan, what it was built for, why is it changed. Those has to be drawn on the plan, connect,
They have to be
change.
drawn on the plan and show us what you have in reality needs to be on the plan.
Right, okay.
And the purpose for that is for troubleshooting, repairs. Whoever's gonna get the plans needs to know what things are.
All right, so I got 20 by 14 right here.
Yeah,
And-
that's one A here, that way.
Okay.
And you have another A, is that way.
Well, that to me is like that.
See, right
Okay, well, I see something that says 14 fresh air right here.
Since the engineer is here as well, we asked him, instead of just changing just the mechanical, we got him to change the electrical into the plan itself. So that way that we don't have to do multiple changes, and then that will delay more time.
We did not need Bob to do the revision to the electrical and the plumbing just yet. But since he's coming to
Might as
do
well.
the mechanical, you might as well end up in a package deal and let him do everything so we can get rid of that problem and be totally ready for final inspection. We could have waited. But since the mechanical guy didn't want to wait and said, you do this or I don't pass you.
Our next step after this, you saw from the engineer, he has to go back. The plan is already done. It's just that we have a couple of new units in place. So what he's gonna do is that the engineer is gonna revise the mechanical plan. It pretty much kind of revised the whole thing like this. So he's gonna be using a new plan. That would take another at least a couple more days to revise the plan. We are rushing him through it. And after that, we got to take that to the city for approval. After the city approval, then we have to call the inspector coming back out. So now we probably have to wait another at least 10 days before we can start, finishing up, patching up the drywall and moving to the next step. Our next step will be, as you can see, we got all the tile, the floor. Luckily, next door neighbor space is empty. So we got most of our tile, the wall tile being stored next door. And all this will be clean, move out of the way, and we will look pretty much around 70% finished of the salon. I thank you for continuing watching our progress, of salon progress here in Midtown Doral. If you like our channel so far and you like what we have been showing you and kind of educate you and all the going to the challenges and issue of the salon, please click like below and subscribe to our channel. There will be more additional educational content to be uploaded. Thank you and have a nice day.